Get me down, so when negativity is around, I know someday it'll all turn around. Cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more.
Music is really kind of from a lot of different places. The record, I sort of wrote it with different people, different friends. Wasn't really one band, but it was. Started working with Aaron Dugan, my guitar player, and we started working on some material where we would do sort of a similar thing like we were doing, like where I'm beatboxing and he's playing, and then we would kind of go back and loop it and find little sections and start to build songs based from those initial beatboxes and sort of little jam sessions. And so all of the tracks kind of have in some tracks we kept the original beatbox, you know, from that original session, you know, or the original playing. I spent about, I would say, 2.5 years. A lot goes into the what music you're listening to, you know, what's influencing you in terms of how you kind of create your music or your, you know, whatever your art form is. You know, it depends on what you've been influenced by. And for me, you know, I guess more recently I was influenced by many more different styles of music, you know, continuously in a different kind of way than before. And so I guess that's come through in my singing as well, and in my own voice as well, you know, finding different ways to use your voice, different kind of styles and colors and emotions, sounds, you know. You might think guitar, you know, every guitar would sound the same and it would just be the notes that you would play, but the actual tone of the type of sound it is, you know. So just a lot more exploring for me vocally and ways to use my voice, different notes and ways to sing, as opposed to the one kind of thing that I had been doing for some years. Well, I guess I speak about in my songs some things. A lot of maybe my inspiration comes from technically Jewish sources, but these are things that are pretty much the things that I focus on, the things that I find inspirational for myself in studying and learning, and then when writing a song, are really like the themes that are, you know, crossing through pretty much, you know, every religion. You know, you have, you know, there's so many similarities, so many main points, main ideas that are shared between the different religions and faiths, and you know, so I feel that I'm able to maybe tap into some of that inspiration, so that people from whatever their background could really listen to it and gain something from it, maybe. The reason why I make music is because it's what's natural for me, and it's what, you know, I love to do, and I'm, you know, really blessed to be able to do that. It's more about, I think, sort of a release for me than it is about me sort of trying to, you know, impart like one message to people, you know. Because for me, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty, you know, but music is something like, you know, that just, I think, you know, that just helps to guide people, you know. So I try to be as pure as I can with not really having like a specific message, you know. When I was working on my record, so it's a lot of revisions, you know, a lot of going back and over stuff, you know, and changing, and a lot of production, and live it's totally the opposite for me. It's just about trying to do as many new things as possible, and then kind of it begins to morph into your sound. And it's sort of this like organic thing that's constantly happening, that every time, you know, we'll sit down to play together, we'll take off on from where we left last time and continue to develop, as long as we're not afraid to take chances and try new things. So that's sort of a different skill for me, I think. Hey, this is Matisyahu. Check out our performance on Baeblemusic.
There'll be